interruptions this evening, and then Volis goes and pulls a doesn't turn up.
Yeah, I might send him a massage.
Massage.
I might send him a hate-filled voice message on Facebook. Give me a second.
Okay, you can do that. How late?
Hello, motherfucker. How late are you gonna be? This is unacceptable. We will be docking you 15 points for every minute you are late. Get f***ed. Send.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Gran Turismo 7 to Trial Mountain Circuit for the 4th round of the Hot Hatch Heroes Championship. So after the previous round, Grenster holds an 11-point championship lead over Ash. Everyone else a little bit more spaced out. The closest gap, myself and No Skills, 7 points between us, No Skills ahead. But Bananotto starts from reverse championship order, pole position for the sprint race here at the reverse layout of Trial Mountain. We'll be starting out of P2. P3 on the grid for No Skills. Like I said, we have the closest battle in the championship at the moment. Volis starts out of P4. It'll be Ash 5th on the grid. He'll be hoping to take some points out of Grenster's margin this round, and then Grenster will start from the back of the grid, the championship leader, with the work to do in today's sprint race. But here we go then to the 5, or should I say 10 red lights. It's lights out, and away we go towards turn 1 for the first time. Bananotto will lead the way with a nice start towards the first corner. Not a bad one for myself, but not enough to draw alongside. So Bananotto leads the way, and looks like Volis has made a decent launch off the line. Might be looking keen to gain some ground into turn 1. Makes the move down the inside. Almost a cut off the corner there for Volis as we now go on board with Grenster diving it into turn 2. So aggressive start by some of the drivers starting down towards the back of the field. Volis has made the jump all the way up into second position. So good start from Volis. Grenster was actually not quite able to make that work as No Skills swoops in around the outside. We've dropped all the way from 2nd to 5th at the start of this one. Ash still down at the back at the moment as now Grenster has a few cars ahead to try and pass, and a bit of a moment there for No Skills. That's going to allow Grenster through as Volis has already picked up a penalty in this race. So that's an unfortunate moment there for Volis. And that'll send him tumbling down the order as we get to the penalty line for the first time on the back straight, as we get a nice run on No Skills. Grenster making the move on Volis, who will now have to serve that penalty. That'll give myself and No Skills a free position, and we're going to go either side there as Volis gets the slowdown, and we both gain that position. We continue our side-by-side duel along the back straight. We're going to have the inside line for the next right-hander, so we'll see if we can wrangle this position away. Looks like we'll be able to get the job done. A switchback for No Skills, and not quite, but Volis is still right in this fight. So there is plenty to play out in this race. This is a very tricky circuit. A lot of parts of this track are very easy to make mistakes. So this will be all about trying to minimize those, and it's also can be a pretty tricky circuit to construct and overtake. So this is going to be a race of managing car positioning and mistakes, and trying to maximize on any opportunities that arise. But it's still side by side between Volis and No Skills. They've been duking it out for a while. Bit of side-to-side contact there. No Skills ends up in the wall. Myself off the road just up the way there as well, as Grenster makes the move on Bananotto. So he was able to close that down, that margin, pretty quick. And Grenster hits the race lead at the end of the first lap and will lead the way into lap 2. Now down the inside, No Skills looking on Volis there. Myself dropping all the way down to P5. Yet again, Ash off the back of the pack still, so Ash definitely looking to set a fastest lap in this one. But now myself tucked in behind No Skills. Big drift there onto the back straight, so that's not going to be great for our exit. But yeah, just overcommitting into that part of the circuit. There's Ash. We finally get a glimpse of the Revolut car down towards the back of the field. But despite the big slide, we actually do have a decent run here on no skills. So we might be in a position to do something towards the end of the back straight. We're gaining and gaining on the Napa car, and we're actually going to have a look to the outside just to see if we can construct something of a switchback here. We might be able to get underneath on the exit as we try and make this work. As we continue the side-by-side battle, we give them a bit of a squeeze into the inside wall there, but no harm done there. No skills firing it back down the inside, and again that got very awkward. There was barely enough room there. Ash gets tangled up in the mess as well, so Ash, I think, going for that fastest lap, but catching up to the field far too quickly there, and getting entangled in the chaos. But we'll see if Ash will try and make his way through the field, or if he'll back off again. But right now he's trying to make the move around the outside into the penultimate corner. That's a tricky spot to get it done. We lifted heavily to allow that to happen, and Ash, despite making that move, still has a brilliant run out of the final corner. So Ash doing very well to make all that work, and now makes the move to the outside of no skills, and might be able to make this work into turn 1. Might get Volas as well, making the move all the way around the outside. Big cut of turn 2 there for Ash. Aggressive over those inside curves, and that's surely going to be a shortcut penalty there for Ash, but it seems like he got away with it. I'm not going to try and explain that one. But anyway, as we continue on through Loch Ness Corner, looks like Ash has managed to clear away just slightly, and it's now Volas and no skills fighting it out side by side. Volas is shown the wall there, and that allows us to slip through up into P4. Volas down into P5, as there's another big moment through that right-hander for myself. Something about the way I drive into that corner is not clicking with the car, and yeah, it's the second lap in a row where I've had a big moment on the way into that right-hander onto the back straight, and that's definitely a corner I need to tidy up, because obviously it leads on to the longest straight of the circuit, so a good exit there is very important, but maybe just carrying a bit too much speed. But anyway, now down the inside of no skills goes Volas, and Volas gets the job done there, so nice move by Volas, as no skills has a bit of a moment after the middle tunnel. But anyway, as we continue on, a little bit of contact there between myself and no skills. We send the Napa car in a little bit deep into that left-hander, but we make sure we lift off and do not make the move there. Big moment for myself at the final corner as well, and that section proving very difficult for myself. It's the second time I've found that particular barrier in the first few laps of this race, as we once again see the battle resume between Volas and no skills as they go side by side at the exit of the Loch Ness corner. Volas with the inside line now, no skills trying to hold it around the outside, and he's actually done a good job there to keep this fight going, and has actually made it work, so very well done there by no skills. These two absolutely duking it out at this stage of the race. Volas swinging underneath as we head onto the back straight. No skills with a slightly better run on the exit, and now the drag race commences along the back straight. Volas will have a little bit of slipstream from Ash, so that's going to help out Volas towards the next corner. Now a little bit of bump drafting between Volas and no skills towards the next right-hander, and now no skills might be keen to make that move down the inside. Volas leaves room, but I think should be able to hold on to that position. No skills not able to get the job done, as we're closing up to this battle once again, as it's now side by side. Down the inside it goes no skills yet again, and now we've got a bit of momentum. We're going to see if we can do the ultimate high line through the tunnel. Hail Mary round the outside as no skills tries to nudge his way through ahead of Volas, as Grenster finds the wall at the exit of the final corner. So a small mistake from Grenster, not going to be too costly there. But No Skills did get that move done. Volas with the run out of the final corner though towards turn 1. He has the outside line, so that's going to make things a little bit awkward as we continue this fight side by side towards the first left-hander of the lap. Volas getting it in around the outside and gets the job done there. So nice move by Volas and moves up to P4. Bonanno, much further up the road at the moment, has done a very good job in this race so far and has been staying out of all this battling incidentally. But as we continue on, Volas on the back of No Skills now makes the move down the inside and should be able to at least keep this side by side on the exit. Bit of side to side contact, barriers in very close proximity around this part of the circuit, around most of this circuit to be fair, but around there it's very easy to start clipping the walls on the apexes and exits. But for the moment they continue to fight side by side all the way now onto the back straight. So this is a titanic fight between Volas and No Skills. Volas with the upper hand at the moment as we now get involved and we stick the nose in around the outside, but no car width there to use, and Volas is sure to cover that one off. But we'll see what we can do around the outside of No Skills. Oh, into the barrier there, just carrying too much speed. And there's a little clipping point where it's very easy to just run slightly too wide and come to practically a dead stop. So that's what happened there, unfortunately. But that's going to knock us out of this battle pack for the time being, as once again we see No Skills and Volas duking it out, and side by side they will continue to go through the tunnel and through the final sector of the lap side by side towards the final complex of corners. This is going to be very awkward to get through in a formation here, but they do manage things cleanly. And now we start to see Ash making the move on Bonanno. So great run there out of the final corner. And I mentioned Bonanno was having an easy time up in second position, but now he has the battle pack to deal with in behind as Volas makes the move down the inside. A pit maneuver there. Bonanno manages to keep things under control, but that was a very aggressive move there by Volas, and wasn't really able to get properly up the inside, but makes the move regardless. Bonanno now on the fight back to try and make the move down the inside, but no way through there for Bonanno, as now No Skills makes the move down the inside of Bonanno, who gets a bit shoveled wide there. So it's unfortunately been 3 places lost in one sector there for Bonanno, and it's a very tough phase of the race. Oh, a bit of barrier contact through that section there, but regardless they carry on. Bonanno now back down the inside of No Skills to start reclaiming some of that lost ground. But Volas, the one who will want to beat in this one. But regardless, as the fights carry on, you may notice I've dropped off the back of this pack. It's now my turn to go for a fastest lap, so that's what I'm trying to attempt in the background. But we will for now focus on the battle pack, which has just spaced out somewhat as Bonanno and No Skills continue the fight side by side. Bonanno down the inside and should be able to get this one done. A little bit more momentum on the exit. No Skills with the inside line though for the tunnel, and No Skills will get the job done in the end. So nice defense there by No Skills, and he'll hold on to the position with just a couple of corners left to go on this lap. No Skills fighting very hard for this 4th position. Bonanno desperately trying to take it back, as we will look back to myself in a moment to see if we were able to get that fastest lap. It didn't come up in the bottom left, so unfortunately no fastest lap for myself. But a good try, but we just came up short. We'll see, maybe there'll be another opportunity, but we're on the back of the battle pack once again now, as Bonanno is back ahead of No Skills. So They will continue their battle as we now get down the inside of No Skills into the Loch Ness corner, but we end up cutting that a little bit. So, oh, No Skills very wide there, and he was able to swing around the outside and keep that position, but carrying a little bit too much speed there to make the corner for No Skills. We're right tucked in behind now though, and we'll see if we can maybe get a run onto the back straight against these cars ahead. But this has been an incredible scrap between this entire field from third place down to P6, and for the most part pretty clean racing as well. But we've got a bit of chaos coming up now though. We make the move to the inside of Bernardo No Skills with even more momentum to make it 3 wide along the back straight. We're in the middle, Bernardo on the outside, No Skills will have the inside as we head towards the right-hander at the end of the back straight. And looks like Bernardo is going to keep that really tight on the inside line. No Skills running it out wide. Bernardo, the one to take the advantage there and come out on top. But oi, that's not quite how it pans out as we get visual of the cars again. Bernardo at the back as we get shoveled into the wall there. A little bit of assistance from No Skills in that regard, and that sends us down to the back as now it's just No Skills and Bernardo fighting it out for P4 at the moment. Volas able to hold on to a third position for the time being, but let's see, can No Skills do anything through this sequence of corners to the end of the lap? Doesn't look like it. Bernardo will hold on for the time being. Here's the onboard with myself, and we'll see exactly how all of this played out from the very beginning. We had a nice run. We made the move down the inside of No Skills as we started our little journey onto the back straight. We get into the slipstream of Bernardo. We had a lot of speed, and yeah, we just had to pull out to make the move. Bernardo still in the slipstream of Volas, which would have helped keep this side-by-side battle going. And then No Skills with even more momentum from my slipstream to make the move down the inside of myself, but too deep on the brakes there for No Skills. Wasn't able to get that stopped, and Bernardo looked to have got the job done there, but ended up with a bit of a moment having made that contact on the exit with No Skills, and that allowed myself to slip through. I thought we were clear, but all of a sudden we had a mini in the door, and it was No Skills and Bernardo both able to capitalize there. After that bit of contact, we'll see exactly what happened. Nice switch to the inside there by Bernardo, but yeah, I'm not sure if Bernardo was trying to give the place back there or was trying to open up the corner, but either way, that allowed both myself and No Skills back through, and then yeah, No Skills on a very narrow trajectory there. We were sweeping in from a bit wider, and ultimately we both wanted the same bit of tarmac on the inside. Here's the onboard with No Skills, just to see the final perspective of this little moment. Bit of contact with the exit wall there through the middle tunnel for No Skills, trying to wrestle these positions away, but yeah, just a bit of awkward contact, not much in that one though, and No Skills will carry on. Bernardo able to sweep around the outside and take that position. Right, let's see how lap 8 plays out as we see No Skills looking for the move down the inside of Bernardo. Not quite able to get anything done there at turn 1, but opening up the entry to turn 2 to get a better exit, and this will help him carry more momentum towards the next corner, the Loch Ness bend. And we'll see if No Skills can do anything here. He is closing in towards Bernardo, and now into the Loch Ness corner. No Skills goes for the move down the inside. Side by side they go. No Skills maybe will I be able to get this one done. Bernardo with a little bit more momentum on the exit just manages to hold off as they head past the campsites, and looks like Bernardo will hold on to P3 for now. No Skills not giving up without a fight though, as they continue this battle onto the back straight. Looks like No Skills is trying to set up a good exit here, and now with the momentum might be able to do something on the long run towards the next right-hander. So here we go then, side by side between No Skills and Bananato along the back straight, and this is going to be a long old drag race. This back straight, much longer for these minis than what it will be in the main event cars, but they continue the run side by side. Volas giving Bananato the slipstream, but it's No Skills who makes the big dive to the inside and makes that move work, and moves ahead of Bananato for the time being. A bit wide there on the exit. Is Bananato able to fight back? He is. Bananato back up into P4, so a briefly held position there for No Skills, but Bananato with the racing lines to fight back. So it'll be back to the drawing board there for No Skills, and he'll have to find another way through. Meanwhile, behind, I did back off after that previous incident to go for another fastest lap, so we'll see how that pans out at the end of this one. But for the moment, the battles ahead continue. But now around the final corner we come. This has been a better lap than the previous as we come to the finish line, and it is going to be the fastest lap of the race. So there's a few bonus points in the back pocket regardless of where we finish, and we have managed to get ourselves close enough to the field to get back in this fight. So yeah, definitely a worthwhile investment there. And that might help us in the championship fight versus No Skills, but even more so, we need to finish ahead of that Napa car on track. So that is now the priority. Oh, off the road there for No Skills. So a moment there, and that's going to allow us to close in just that little bit more, as Volas now finds the barrier past the campsites, and Bananato suddenly threw up into third position. So nice opportunistic move there by Bananato to take advantage of that. No Skills now trying to get down the inside of Volas, but not quite able to get the overlap there, and Volas will hold on to P4, and some good momentum on the exit. Bananato is going to have to get the elbows out here along the back straight if he wants to hold on to this. All of a sudden we are on to the final lap of the race. They come up so quickly with how action-packed these races are, but it's side by side for the final podium position between Volas and Bananato on the back straight, side by side between myself and No Skills as well for P5 and 6. So these two battles will go on, but for the time being we might have just managed to edge out No Skills there, as Volas has just got the advantage over Bananato, but there's not much in it, and it's going to go all the way down to the wire. Bananato and Volas. Volas with the advantage. Bananato now will have to do something pretty creative to come back from this. Down the inside goes No Skills. A desperate move as we go all the way around the outside to try and carry some momentum. And we do have a bit of overlap around the outside of Bananato. Meanwhile, Grenster comes around the final corner, and it's going to be a race victory for Grenster and another 20 points in the bank. 4 wins on the trot for Grenster. P2 will go to Ash. Unfortunately, the fastest lap slipping out of his hands. Volas will come around for third position, side by side, and contact between Banana and No Skills, and we'll scramble around and grab fourth position on the run to the line. When I thought we were going to finish dead last, No Skills just holds off Bananato there, as they were side by side to the finish. But what on earth happened between these two? There was a little bit of contact there, I think, between Bananato and No Skills. It was hard to tell from the long-range rearward shot from Volas, the cameraman there, but we now go on board with myself, and this should give us a bit of a clearer picture of exactly what happened. We're trying to send it around the outside here, and it kind of worked. We did get to the outside of Bananato, but we just didn't have any momentum by the time we got to the exit to make anything work there. So we just had to slot in behind him here. I was just fully expecting to finish in last position. I tried to get the best run I could through the final few corners. All of a sudden they came together, and the opportunity opened up. We had to dodge around, but regardless we made the move up into fourth position, and we end up with a half-decent result at the end of this one, albeit somewhat accidentally. Here's the onboard with Bananato then, who had good momentum through the final few corners. Bit of contact there, sent no skills rather into the barrier, and yeah, just a little bit caught up behind no skills in that moment, and then turning across into him across the line. Made no difference to anything though, and Banano actually picked up a penalty in that moment.
No pressure, lads.
On to main event qualifying.
Who's pressure and why is there none of her?
God, we have some terrible jokes.
No, they're not terrible if we're having fun.
Exactly.
Alrighty then, so we get going for qualifying, and at the end of our first flying lap, not a great time, 2 minutes 2. I'm hoping I can get under a 2-minute lap time, that would be amazing, but yeah, anything in the 2-minute bracket would be what I'm aiming for, but we'll see how it pans out as we have a decent start to the lap, getting through the first sector nice and cleanly. And now into this tricky right-hander. Very easy to either clip that inside apex or miss it completely. We're a little bit wide, but not too bad through there. We were able to keep up the speed pretty well. This corner always induces a lot of understeer, and then the hard left-hander onto the back straight, trying to keep it tucked in on the inside there.
Might actually start in the back. Jeez.
Didn't get as far across to the left as I would have liked to, but regardless, we're on the back straight now. And we've got a bit of a distant toe from Banano.
You sleep player.
So cheers for that. Little bit of extra speed as we head towards the end of the back straight into the braking zone of the next left-hander again.
What an abysmal lap.
Trying to keep it tight on the inside.
Don't worry about it.
But yeah, it's been a good lap so far. Decent improvement over our previous one, but a messy run through those two corners gives us a bit of a tight line into the right-hander at the start of the final sector past the campsites, and now down into the Loch Ness corner, as I do like to call it, the Loch Ness monster in the lake, just back behind us on the outside of that corner. Little Easter egg for those who go searching. But anyway, into the final complex now, and we'll try and open up this final corner. We missed the apex.
I was going to try and give you a push, but I'm outside you.
I missed that last apex.
So a couple of mistakes towards the end of the lap, but as we cross the line, it is still a pretty good one.
I'm still happy with that lap.
And the time was a 2 minutes flat, 0.034. But it's Ash who sits at the top at the moment.
So 57.1. Oh my goodness. Ash was pole by almost a second and a half. In the same car as Grenster. Smashed it, Ash.
Yeah, I think Ash has something on the straight lines. Because I was purple in the first sector, but then I was just down on the second.
Yeah, well.
I think he's using different turbo than I am.
Maybe.
Alrighty then, well, Ash takes a dominant pole position here at Trial Mountain Circuit in the penultimate round of the championship, and will start on the medium compound tyres. Grenster will start out of P2 on the softs. P3 for Bananotto. A good qualifying result there. 4th position on the grid for Volis. And both of them starting on the medium compound tyres. P5 on the grid for myself, and then no skills starting down the back. The whole field on mediums, in fact, with the exception of a Grenster. So with the grid set, we get ready to go for the penultimate main event of the season. It's lights out, and we are underway with Ash getting off the line well from pole position. Grenster on those soft compound tyres will be looking to take the lead in the early stages, but not able to do it off the line. No skills made a good start up into P4. Volis dropping to the back. A bit of a wide moment for no skills through the first corner, but he hangs on to it as we file in behind Volis now, looking to make the move down the inside as we're on the very high line there around the outside. Volis makes the move up into 4th position as Grenster's now looking for the move down the inside of Ash, and can't quite get the job done there, and every corner Grenster spends behind Ash is just time lost on those soft compound tyres. He needs to get to the lead as soon as possible. Now goes for the move around the outside onto the back straight, gets the job done there, and Grenster takes the lead. Here's the onboard with myself now looking back at No Skills, who dropped to the back. He gets down the inside as Volas goes wide up, head out into the barrier. We managed to squeeze past Volas and move up into P4 at this stage of the race. Volas with a whole bucket load of understeer there on the first lap of the race on the cold tyres, just not gripping at this stage. But Volas gets back through down the inside at the end of the back straight. Good cornering speed. So maybe it was just a mistake at the previous one, because Volas is right up to speed now. But anyway, No Skills making the move around the outside as we now head downhill towards the Loch Ness corner, and No Skills will make that move down the inside. We're not fighting too hard at this stage of the race. I'm just, as always, taking care of the fuel economy, and we'll worry about getting involved in the battle pack once we get deeper into the race. But anyway, No Skills up into 5th position as we now shift our focus back to Volas, closing in towards Bananado to turn 1. Volas to the inside, and should be able to get the job done there, and will do so as Bananado goes a little bit wide, and that also allows No Skills through up into now P4. Bananado down into P5. We still slot in behind for the time being. So nice double move there by Volas and No Skills, and the battle now continues on as Bananado will try to fight back. A little look down the inside of No Skills there, but nothing doing in that situation as Volas leads the pack. No Skills under pressure. The 3 Ford Focuses at the back of the pack at the moment, with the 2 Mercs leading the way. The Soul Corolla in the middle. But No Skills had a little attempt at a move on Volas there. No Skills not able to get the job done. Now Bananado taking advantage of that and moving up into P4 once again. So this fight between these two carries on. Bananado now with the advantage on the inside line. No Skills taking the high line through the left-hander there, and looks like No Skills has the better exit and is able to fight, but not able to get back through. So Bananado holds on as they head past the campsite, but again, No Skills trying to line up a good exit here as they head over the crest and down the steep descent into the Loch Ness corner, but no way through there for No Skills, as well as all of a sudden Bananado is making the move on Volas. Volas switches back to the inside into the final complex, just mostly to cover off No Skills there, who's partway around the outside. But Bananado now up into 3rd position, and yeah, Volas really losing out on that short shoot towards the final complex. So very interesting to see there, and Volas really lacking straight line speed, so Volas may be starting to think about conserving some fuel in this race and turning that engine mode down. But oh, side-to-side contact with No Skills there as we are riding on board with Volas. We got a perfect view from behind of this battle as now No Skills tries to get the car around the outside through the tunnel. It's a long way around there, and Volas leaves no room on the exit as down the inside goes No Skills. A switch back from Volas straight away there, and able to cover him off. So Volas doing the job at the moment, but is having to fight for it. And Bananado just... oh, big punt from behind there, and Volas sent into the barrier. So that was coming for a while. These two were fighting pretty hard, and that sent Volas off into the outside. So unfortunate there for Volas. No Skills up ahead. Did slow up after that incident. Volas taking a little bit of slipstream as he closes in, and No Skills keeps it out of the way. Volas retakes their position, and they will battle on. But anyway, as we continue on to the 4th lap of the race, Volas already able to catch up. It did not take long at all, and he makes the move down the inside through the tunnel. We're not going to put up too much of an argument against that. Again, we're just looking after tyres and fuel and hoping we can put ourselves in a good position at the end of the race. No Skills will also come knocking at the Loch Ness corner. He makes the move down the inside as we go a little bit wide of the apex. No Skills through and up into P5. I'm sure he'll be chasing down Volus once again very soon as he chucks it down the inside and I don't think able to make the move there, but just drifting it through the final couple of corners there for No Skills, and picks up a penalty for his efforts, just cutting one of those corners a little bit too much. Here's the onboard with myself, and yeah, entering the penultimate corner sideways, cuts the final corner, and yeah, picks up the penalty there. So unfortunate little moment there for No Skills, just cutting it a bit too much. But anyway, doesn't stop him fighting on down the inside of Volus. Bit of contact through the right-hander there, slows him up on the exit. Now we try and get down the inside, more contact made there. So No Skills getting right in the thick of the action in the first half of lap number 5. But he's got the slipstream now on Volus. We're tucked in right behind No Skills as we race our way down the back straight once again. No Skills with some good straight line speed there, closing in towards the back of Volus. Now pulls out to maybe make the move, although a big weave in the braking zone, and we're trying to roll it in deep round the outside. We get a big drift on as we just touch the outside there, but thankfully able to keep things under control. But a bit of an awkward moment there as we see Volus now heading through the final couple of corners. Big cut of the final corner there for Volus, and Volus picks up a penalty as No Skills serves his, and will drop to the back of the pack. As we continue on then, Volus closing in towards Bananalo, and will try for the move around the outside through the tunnel. It's a long way around the outside there, and ultimately not able to get the move done, and slots back in behind. So that is a bit of an awkward line through there. Taps the wall, and that puts him back right in this battle pack as we try to make the move. No way through for us on the inside there though, and now No Skills getting back into this fight and trying to get through. Volus running a bit wide and closer to the outside there than he might have wanted to, with No Skills getting a much narrower, faster exit through that left-hander onto the back straight. And now the fight goes on between all three of us down towards the end of the back straight, and now No Skills making the move all the way around the outside. Don't know if that's going to quite work there, but taking the long way around regardless is No Skills. And awkward moment there, trying to get through that sequence of corners side by side just is not going to happen. So we backed right out of that. No Skills had a bit of an awkward line on the way in, but managed to make things work. And now it's actually closed right in to Volus once again, now looking to make the move down the inside of the penultimate corner of the lap, and side by side they go. No Skills now around the outside of the final corner. Volus giving him the big squeeze on the exit, but Volus now serving that penalty will drop to the back of the pack. We'll move up into P5. As we continue on, focusing now on No Skills on yet another lap, running into the outside wall there at the exit of the slightly forested corner there, and that's going to cost a little bit of time as Volus now closes in behind myself once again, makes the move down the inside onto the back straight. Volus very strong through those corners at the start and end of the back straight as No Skills goes off at the Loch Ness corner, and that's going to cost a little bit of time there. On board now with myself as we head into the final complex, almost running into the back of No Skills, who pulls a big drift on the way in, able to keep things under control, keeps all four wheels on the track this time. I was very hesitant on the exit there because I had no idea where No Skills' car was going to end up. In the end, he kept it very tight on the inside line as he pulls a big weave all the way towards the first corner. He's still there on the inside somewhere, so we give him some space. He swings across and just manages to clear the nose of our car before carrying off into the distance once again. But as the battle continues between Volas and Bananotto, Volas able to get through this time through the tunnel and up into third position. So Volas now heading up the queue once again. Bananotto not too keen to give this one up just yet, still tries to keep the fight going down the inside, but I think Volas should just about have this under control. Bananotto with the switchback onto the back straight, so this is a great scrap between these two, and he is making Volas work for it. But meanwhile, Ash heads into the pit lane to be the first stopper of the day. Quite an early pit stop there for Ash. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out towards the end of the race in terms of tyre wear. Big sand down the inside for myself there, and all of a sudden we're in auto drive because my controller went flat in that moment. Bit of a contributing factor to all of that chaos, but we get going once again as Ash now comes into the box to get those soft tyres on. So like I was saying, Ash taking a long stint on those softs to the end of the race, but if anyone can get it done, it is the tyre whisperer Ash. We look to now the other Mercedes of Grenster, who does not respond to the threat of the undercut from Ash. So Grenster continuing to carry on as long as possible on those soft compound tyres and get the most life out of them that he can. As, oh, a big moment there. No skills slamming into the back of Volas and absolutely nailed him. So that was a bit of an awkward one, but ultimately Volas was able to gather it up and get going again rather quickly. Not going quickly is Ash at a very steady pace towards the final couple of corners there, so making sure he's got room ahead to go for that fastest lap of the race. So smart thinking there for Ash, as Bananotto doing a big old lift and coast into the end of the back straight. But Grenster into the pits box now, and Grenster will be going on to mediums for the rest of the race. So interesting strategy, doing something different there for Grenster. He'll have to hold off Ash if he does indeed manage to come out in front. But Ash manages to set the fastest lap of the race, so if he holds it, it'll be 2 bonus points for Ash. And there's Grenster coming out of pit lane right there, and Ash takes the effective race lead from Grenster at pit exit. And now with Ash on softs, Grenster on the mediums, it'll be a tough ask for Grenster to fight back from there, as No Skills is into the box as well for soft compound tyres to the rest of the race. It is worth noting that Ash's last lap on mediums was faster than Grenster's last lap on softs, so there is a crossover point that will come towards the end of the race, so keep an eye out for that. But for now, the battles continue as we've got Grenster closing in. Ash was able to get the move done on myself through the tunnel. We did give him a pretty big squeeze to the inside, to be fair, but he was able to get through cleanly. And now Grenster looking for the opportunity down the inside onto the back straight, and Grenster is able to get the job done there. So the leaders of the race are through, or the effective leaders I should say. We still have a little bit more traffic up the road. Volas and Bananotto still yet to stop in this one, and they will be moving out of the way. There's Volas going in a bit deep at the end of the back straight, as letting Grenster through there got a little bit complicated. I think he took a bit longer to get there than what Volas was expecting, but Grenster able to get through cleanly, and now Ash making the move on Bananotto at the Loch Ness corner. So Ash back through into the race lead as Bananotto heads off into the pits for once again a set of soft compound tyres to finish off the race, just like almost everyone else, like I said, with the exception of Grenster. finishing the race on mediums, but he'll still probably have enough pace to hold on to a second position. So as we carry on, Ash now in the race lead and has just a bit of a buffer to Granster, and the lap times at the moment are looking very much in Ash's favour. So yeah, Ash under no real threat at the moment, but we'll just see if he's tried to stretch those soft tyres a little bit too far by the end of the race. It'll be absolutely fascinating because if they do hit the cliff, the lap times will plummet dramatically. So that is something we'll need to pay close attention to. But anyway, as we continue on, both Wallace and myself come into the pits at pretty much the latest possible opportunity, with less than 30 seconds on the clock before the pit window closed. So yeah, we were able to get in time on this lap, and we fill up just as much as we need to. We get racing once again. We come out in P5. Wallace will come out in P6. Wallace was saving quite a lot of fuel on that in-lap, which is why we were able to get past with relative ease, so much so that I didn't even manage to commentate over it while I was still explaining everything else. But as we carry on, Wallace does eventually make the move on myself as we continue to fight on through this race. No Skills is the next target for Wallace, and he's able to get the move done there. No Skills finds the barrier. We take a bit of evasive action to try and get around No Skills there. We move ourselves up ahead of our fellow Focus driver as well. So No Skills dropping to the back of the pack as we now set our sights on Wallace and Bananotto, and maybe, if we're lucky, a first podium of the season as Wallace finds the barrier there and tried to make the move on Bananotto, but just made an absolute mess of it as it's now side by side between myself and No Skills, and No Skills trying to carry the speed around the outside there, gets the job done. We lift off on the inside, trying to stay out of any kind of dramas there as No Skills heads off the road once again and finds the barrier at the penultimate corner. So just a bit of an awkward moment there as well. But Wallace now at the back of the pack has backed off a bit, and he's going to go for another fastest lap of the race attempt, I think, there for Wallace. See if he can take it away from Ash, which I'm sure Ash will be not too pleased about if that comes about. He lost the fastest lap of the race in the sprint race when we managed to nick that one away, so he would be desperate to cling on to this one. But a penalty for Wallace on that fastest lap attempt, so unfortunately it was not going to be. He also caught up to myself at the end, which would not have helped the cause. But once again, Wallace makes the move on myself through the tunnel. He's done that move quite a few times in this race, not only on myself, but on a couple of others as well. Great front downforce on the Corolla really helps through corners like that, and now he's putting the pressure on No Skills as we wind our way towards the back straight, and a big understeer there for No Skills into the barrier. Last time that happened a few laps ago, there was some assistance from Wallace, I believe, but that time it was just a plain old understeer for No Skills. Meanwhile, we've got some momentum on our side, and we're going to see if we can make the move down the inside of Wallace as we head into the end of the back straight. Down the inside we go. Wallace with the switchback, and Wallace will be able to get the job done there. That car just so much more nimble, so much more turn, and so much better at just carrying the speed through those sorts of corners. And he's already past Bananotto, although Bananotto does try to fight back, as now No Skills is on the back of myself as well, and we're going to continue our scrap. No Skills will eventually get down the inside of myself and make the move through the tunnel on lap 19, what will likely be the penultimate lap of the race, and No Skills was able to get the job done there. We slot in behind and down to the back of the pack, so we don't quite seem to have the outright pace in this one. I think it's just lacking cornering speed. I favoured stability over outright pace with this setup, which has been working in terms of staying in contention, but whenever we get into these wheel-to-wheel moments, it's just hasn't really panned out all that well. But we're going to continue to fight on all the way to the end, and hopefully we should be able to at least come away with something. And you never know, we just need a few cars to come together in the closing laps, and we could be in for a better result. We snagged a few positions right at the finish line of the previous one, so you never know what might happen as we're having a big old scrap with No Skills in the background still. And now No Skills has a look down the inside, bit late there, but is able to get the nose in. Now carries the speed around the outside, side-to-side contact as we round the final corner together, and No Skills is able to get the job done, move up into 5th position once again. We've got a bit of momentum to look back down the inside, but not enough to do anything as we now look forward to Grenster once again. And his last lap was a little bit faster than Ash for the first time, but the gap is almost 20 seconds between them. For the exact number, it is precisely 18.632 seconds. So yeah, that's not a gap Grenster's going to close in unless Ash makes a big mistake on the final lap of the race. So the battles then for 3rd position and downward, and we are all on top of each other as it's getting quite visibly dark at this late stage of the race. No Skills flicking off some sparks just into the exit wall onto the back straight. In fact, it's so late in the race that Ash is just about to cross the finish line. It has been a dominant performance by Ash today. Pole position, race victory, and the fastest lap to boot. Maximum points for Ash, and an awesome drive. The battle goes on for 3rd position then. Wallace leading the pack as round the outside goes Bonanotto, riding the wall all the way around, and gained a good bit of momentum for it, but has run out of fuel. So Bonanotto is out of the running and will finish down in P6 regardless of what else plays out in this one. But Grenster comes to the line now. It'll be P2, and damage limitation today for Grenster. Meanwhile, the battle is on between myself and No Skills, fighting over 4th position in this one. Awkward line there, and will manage to take the advantage as No Skills was all out of shape through there after that previous little scrap. And now we've got P4, but No Skills still has a chance to fight back with 2 corners to go in this race, and he chucks it down the inside into the penultimate corner. We get the switchback, and now we're going to have to take the long way around through the final corner, and we're going to have the momentum on the exit to take P4 to the line. But it's P3 for Volas, P4 for myself, and P5 for No Skills. Bonanotto will take the pit lane to the finish line, and Bonanotto will cross that line in 6th position, making it 4 last place finishes in a row. But anyway, here are the championship standings after that round. Ash now just 4 points behind Grenster. I don't need to elaborate on exactly what that means. We could have a winner-takes-all situation depending on how the sprint race plays out. Bolas has no further opportunity to move up in this championship. No Skills mathematically could, but is highly unlikely. The only other fight in the championship is 4th and 5th. No Skills and myself, just 2 points between us. That can definitely change. But anyway, that is just about going to do it for this one. So I'll say thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I really do appreciate it. Please feel free to give me some feedback in the comments. It is always very helpful. Other than that, go ahead and enjoy the party chat chaos for the rest of the video. See ya.
Everyone's on
Go
softs
round.
now, so if we don't start on softs, something's gone terribly wrong.
Go around.
Right, we go.
I'm on racing softs.
No, you're not.
I could be,
No, you're not.
but I could be.
No, you can't. The rules say sports tires only, so unless you've hacked it.
This is it.
I just, you know, before you started the race, I quickly went to the pits and, you know, changed them.
Sure you did.
Yes, I did.
And let's go, go, go.
I feel like I've just subbed in for a driver that just got sick.
You are Lance Stroll with the sore hand injury.
Yes.
Oh god. Hi there.
Yeah, I should probably put my radar on so I can see how close where everyone is.
That was a bit of a squeeze, I'll be completely honest here.
Side draft. Let's go.
So, you just split me. Dive bomb loading.
Oh, it's dark when you come out of there.
Oh dear. That was a bit deeper than I intended.
Through goes Hamilton!
Murray Walker did not commentate Hamilton. That just sounds so wrong.
Oh, he's got such a run on us. We're f***ed. Followers, what were you doing, man? Alright, we're going defensive formation, wide guard.
He only needs 1 mini width. Ooh. Oh, he got the
That's a
chicken.
corner cutting. There's no way he doesn't get a half-second
Oh,
penalty.
what?
He gained an advantage!
Was it a lasting advantage though?
The next dive bomb will give you the answer. That's crazy. Well, fair play, I suppose.
Where am I going? Oh,
Into the wall, and I followed you.
I was maxed out, like, trying to turn away from you. There was nothing I could do to stop it.
well, you could have just stopped time and space, but you didn't.
Unfortunately, I'm not a f***ing Giratina or a Palkia, mate. I'm not a f***ing god of time and space, you
Oh,
know.
why aren't you, mate?
You have to be all-seeing and all-knowing, come on.
Exactly.
Sorry, I'm not a biblically accurate angel.
Oops, sorry. That was my bad. There you go.
It's like the Lego Yoda death sound.
I have no idea what that is, but it sounds right.
Can confirm, mate. Trust. Somehow we always find ourselves locking horns every
It's always-
race, mate.
It's always the three of us.
I'm trying to make it the 5 of us. Let's keep going. Keep working together, boys.
There's
We
not
get
quite a
'em.
mini width there.
I was gonna say, I'm giving you the squeeze there, mate. Oh, you hit that a bit harder than me.
I hit like the end of it where it juts out.
Ah. You can hear me again.
You talking the whole time, mate.
Oh lol.
Essentially, I have to fix my mic, like unplug it and plug it back in, and then just shout into it.
Whatever works.
Alright, now we won all. There you go, player goes back into it.
I was going for the
actually-
fastest lap, but I couldn't get it.
What's the furball like back there?
What's the what like?
What's the furball like there, back there?
The fur ball?
Yeah.
I don't know how to interpret that question.
I interpret.
You lot are just one furball on the track going together.
Oh hi.
Leave me off the wall, bro. Oh, come on.
That. Ow.
You turned in on me, I was still there.
Fair enough.
It doesn't always work.
Player, are you trying to do what I think you're doing?
Yes, I am. I just need to do what I did last time, but a little bit better.
He got kind of forced into it after we sort of went side by side and he ended up 3 wide and he ended up in a wall.
No, it wasn't forced. He was suggested to him by you.
Yeah, it was recommendation. I unsettled the car and I just lost it. I lost it, eh?
One more lap,
Yeah,
boys.
that's when we used to drift up.
I can laugh at that because I know what it's from now.
One more lap.
You're welcome.
One
mate.
more lap.
Player is finally cultured.
God, this is gonna be close. Yes!
Oh!
Sorry, Ash.
If you listen closely,
That was a
you can
digital
hear
time. I ran out of
cursing in Singapore. This guy.
Sweat running down his back. Gross as shit. Instead of in front of his pedestal fan.
He's in the party, you know.
I know. I'm just egging him on to talk.
Playmate. Playmate.
This is still just slipping. I'm sliding.
Are you persuading me to go that way?
Ugh. I've thrashed these tyres too much, I don't have any grip left.
Oh, that made it horrible. They bogged it down.
Oh no way, I've got the run on everyone.
Oh!
You plowed straight through.
Jesus.
By the
Oh, hi
you
there.
guys like braked
Oh,
at,
there you
the,
are, player.
at the point in which I was the fastest.
So, to be fair, there's no way you could have known I was there, of all places.
Oh, God.
Other than that, I got a second penalty, ignoring the track. What a time to get it.
Oh, you had a good drag race to the line there too, going.
I had like both front and left suspension damage.
Oh god. I don't know how I managed to avoid you two. You slowed up so suddenly on the exit.
Oh, it's because I hit the wall.
Yeah, I had to take evasive action at high speed there.
Good fun, fellas. Good fun.
Just waiting to see the focus. My brain just turned itself. My brain
What
actually turned
just
itself off
happened?
then.
What just happened, mate?
I was reading his gamer tag out, and my brain actually just Windows logged off.
The non-auto.
That's it.
The RFD.
It was just.
Ding 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 ding.
It was like Gren's headset just disconnected.
Right, let's do this.
Ash is ready.
Oh, hang on, let me just check the tires. I didn't do my own. Alright. Let's go.
And pit window is between 15 and 25, yes?
Yes. 15 and 25 minutes.
Ah. Not seconds.
Or laps.
Gonna make a U-turn.
That was an abysmal start. Squeeze.
I was going to say, you're brave to go around the outside there.
Wallace is just going to be in a focus kerfuffle the whole race.
Oh, why is my game's just absolutely stuttering so bad there.
Oh wow. Bizarre.
Oh my god, man.
Is it better again, or is it still happening?
Oh, it's good now, but when I get into that section, it's just horrible.
Every time?
Yeah.
Weird. I get like a flash of light, but it doesn't stutter.
Nah, mine's a horrible stutter.
Weird. Must be where it like loads in the next bit of track or something.
I think my game's glitch.
What's
What?
wrong, Ash?
I got no gap to Gwen.
Yeah, they're on mediums, mate.
Are you on softs, Granster?
No, I
Yes,
don't have
and
the
he's-
time. I have the time.
But you're on mediums, right, Dash?
You are 2 minutes ahead of me.
Yeah, I'm 2 minutes behind as well.
Me
Oh.
too.
I'm not.
Oh,
For
I'm
me,
2
everything
minutes
looks
behind.
normal.
Yeah, that's weird. So some of us are seeing different things.
I'm 2 minutes 7 seconds.
Maybe it'll normalize over time.
We can hope so. Otherwise, we can just do a restart. Like, I'll just set the grid.
If it doesn't normalize within a few laps, we can restart. If it's okay by everyone.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
But in meanwhile, if it does fix itself, you know. And you're on lap 2, right?
Yeah. But you are 2 minutes ahead. On the timing sheet. Timing gap.
Very weird.
Me and Volus is 3 seconds.
Yep.
Red flag.
We'll see if it fixes. If not, we'll restart. Just to make sure we don't have any shenanigans.
Jesus.
If it doesn't fix by the end of the next lap, then we will restart if that is agreeable by everyone.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Yep. It's fixed? Or is it?
Nah, it's
Yeah.
still
No.
not fixed.
Yeah, it's fixed for me.
Nah, it's
Hey,
fixed.
Oh, it just fixed. It just
Ah,
fixed.
okay,
Okay.
so it just It just
Game
had a
on.
momentary thing.
So we're okay to go?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, cool. Granster just jumped over the timing line or something, you know? You know, like when you're watching a car race on TV and someone's name starts dropping down the order, and then they jump back up?
Yeah.
And that was Granster, he just did that.
Look at those two potato sacks at the back saving fuel.
No, I,
No.
I punted Volus off because he braked in the middle of a corner, and I just waited for him.
Yeah. Yeah, they had a little coming together.
They're still potato sacks.
This is the richest fuel mixture I've ever ran at the start of a race. Thank you.
I'm glad you've got anti-lag. I can tell where you are.
Lift off indications, mate.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, you
Okay.
gave me a second penalty for showing off. Excuse me, sir, where were you going?
I was just rolling it into the corner deep. I was going to try and roll it around the outside, and then the gap very quickly disappeared.
I just went for the bravest around the outside move in history. I didn't break enough. You know what? I'm actually more impressed I didn't spin out on the curb, to be honest. Well, for someone who's apparently game stuttering all over the place, you're driving it alright.
Doing my best. I keep
Doing
clipping the walls.
I clip those even when I'm not stuttering.
I was going to say, just welcome to our world, mate. Alright, just drive within whatever limits you have. And then just fight like a dog on the last lap.
Yeah, basically. The like 38 minutes of this race doesn't matter.
Exactly.
It's literally just the last lap.
Or even the 39 minutes.
Yeah. All you got to do is be in the fight on the last lap and you have a chance.
On
See the previous
sector.
race where I went from 6th to 4th on the last straight.
Yeah, that's because I got a good run through the tunnel there, then hit those two, had a shocking exit, and then on the exit of the very last corner I hit the wall, which then hit like chain reaction. It was the crappiest final to a race that you've ever done.
Well, it's good from my end.
God, the understeer is so bad.
What's that?
Jets.
So you Cranston doesn't know the concept of understeer. Yeah. It'd be good when you're on
Can you
softs.
explain it to me, please?
It's when you turn the steering wheel and your car keeps going straight ahead. Not does a 360 on the spot like your cars do.
I mean, have you tried and seen if your steering wheel is still attached to the car's steering system?
See, that's what it feels like. Understeer feels like your steering wheel's not attached.
Yeah, but have you checked your steering wheel that it's still attached, you know?
Yes. My horn works, so it must be.
That was brave.
Like a torpedo.
Speaking of steering wheels not being connected, my controller just went flat.
That's why I put my charger cable in, because it told me it was going flat.
Very smart.
Sorry.
Oh, you nailed him.
Nailed him like a Jesus.
I got 2 second time penalty. Fair enough.
I'm not surprised.
You stitched me up, Gran. I've tried to let you through, mate.
I mean, you went to the left side of the road and I was on the right side.
I lifted off so
Boxing
much
Ash.
to let you through. And then you just braked really early. I'm
Go,
like,
go,
okay.
go, 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 Ash. Go, 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 go. I can't hit you when you're behind me. I can't
You
hit
got Gren coming up
petrol.
on you too.
Nah, I'm boxing.
$25 seconds to spare. Not bad.
Pretty good timing, if you ask me.
You were doing the same thing I was doing, weren't you?
Yep.
Player,
Yes.
33.
Nowhere near it.
5 laps remaining in this race. for everyone.
Alright. Time for 3 focuses and a Corolla to go to war. In comes the Corolla.
3 focuses and a Corolla.
Yep.
Alright, well, let's make some clips.
I hit the little bonk spot on the middle tunnel.
On the left side.
The right side as you like enter the tunnel. That is not a corner you want to pull the handbrake, but I had to do it.
Yeah, you were like offline. I was like, what the hell, where are you going?
Do not get a penalty there.
I can just see in the first few corners just the grass being abused on those few corners. There is no grass anymore, there is just mud. Especially in turn 2 and turn 3, it's just dark, not green.
Grass is overrated anyway.
Oh my god, jeez.
What?
She's probably questioning my racing lines.
Oh,
Yeah,
I had
so
to
much more grip.
literally, I had to brake so hard there. I'm literally flat out through those corners.
Yeah, not that. I don't have Corolla front downforce, I'm sorry.
I know, it's all good.
It's just the differences in the cars.
Dara, you just pull away from me down the straight.
Not from the Ford Freight trade, he doesn't.
I knew I was going to hit you then, so I thought I'll hit you square.
Yep. I felt the assistance, I'm like, oh god. That's not my tyre squeal.
I'm so bad at that corner.
Do I have enough white stuff left on my front right tyre to last a while? It will be red by the end of this lap.
Find out next time.
Just put some pavement powder in there and it'll be fine.
I tried to pull the handbrake there to get around, it just didn't.
Last lap, boys. Fight it like it's your last bone.
Oh, I'm so off. Touch that grass.
Alright, we need to catch these guys.
It's alright, you'll catch me, I'm going to run out of fuel.
That's why you're slow on the straights.
No, I wasn't saving or nothing. I'm just,
wow,
the car's
okay.
just
I
slow
got
on the straight.
punctured. I got punctured.
Oh no.
Ash, you're
Hold
fine.
on, Ash. Hold on, Ash.
You're fine, Ash.
I know, but I don't like it. Oh,
It's fine.
I've never driven in a puncture before.
0%.
GG, Ash.
I saw that coming.
Oops, sorry.
No, I just aimed for the wall. I knew I was going to run out of that corner.
Oh,
I saw that coming
Sorry.
from a mile away. I'm
No
like,
good.
oh no.
Because I hit the inside of the right, like the right hand.
Yeah, you know, that was inevitable going in there side by side.
Okay, you got no grip through here. Let's go.
I'm just so bad at that corner. I was setting up a switchback and you weren't going through. Oh my
Why don't
goodness.
Otto just go into the pits?
Yeah, I ran out of fuel. quicker to go into the pits than...
Fair enough.
Fair enough. That's funny.
Imagine you beat us because there's a chicane.
Yeah. Oh, that would have been clever. I don't think it's. I think it's too far. I think they slow you down so
I
much
still
on
haven't
purpose.
crossed the line yet.
Yeah. Well done, Bolus. Got the best
Good
of us
race,
in the
fellas.
battle at the end. Well done. Good job, Ash.
Well done, Ash.
Yeah, good job, Ash. Good win.
It's like golf score, yeah? Lowest wins. That's why I'm keep coming
You haven't had a
last.
good run lately, have you?
No, good fun races.
Yeah. What's it?
That's right, man. I feel you.
So, the gap between
Who's never
Grandster
better?
and Ash now, 4 points
Ooh.
into the final round.
Have they just 1-2'd every single thing from this whole series? except for the
Yeah, I
one
think
sprint
so,
race I
pretty
won?
much. Except for that one sprint race that we don't talk about.
So it's a fight for the final round then, hey?
Yep, and pretty much everyone else has fairly decent gaps, except for myself and No Skills. There's 2 points between us.
Oh. It's
And
still
we're
on the
both
Skills is
racing
2
at the
points
tracks
ahead.
that we're like, that we're good at.
Yeah, and then it's 22 points, Bolus ahead of No Skills for third and
Play,
fourth.
if you didn't get the sprint race fastest lap, how many points?
Oh, it's 2 points.
Oh. So you robbed me of 2 points.
Yeah. He
That
will
would have made
remember
it
that.
2 points closer.
I'll speak to you next week.
Yep. See you next week.
Alright.
Thanks for
Catch
coming.
you later. Well done. Good fun.